Welcome to Secrets to Alignment with Savannah Schaffer. I am here to equip you with the belief and energy to make your dreams a reality. Take this time to fill your cup and align with the most vibrant version of you. Hello, beautiful angel. I hope that you are having a great Monday so far. I am feeling so good today. I just now dropped off Aria at daycare. I went to the gym. I grabbed a coffee from Toast Society, and then I came home to get ready. I actually was listening to some money belief masterclass this morning, and it was so freaking good. I'm feeling really, really excited to just pour into you guys today. And I actually had a really cool download come through when I was thinking about what I wanted to bring to you guys today and how I wanted to pour into all of you. And the thought that came to mind was make the move. Make the fucking move. Take action. Okay. I know that we all sometimes need a little bit of rest and recharging and resetting, and I'm totally a fan of that. But you guys know me, I'm somebody who's always taking action. Your girl is always moving forward. I am always going after my dreams and goals. I am constantly on the move and making sure to be making decisions that are in line with what my future self truly desires deep down to her core. And I have been this way for years and years and years of my life, and every single time that I work with clients, they always pick this up from me, and it's amazing because I notice that they just start to become these action-oriented people. And I think that a lot of times we go through these seasons of life where we just feel stuck. We just feel like we're not really moving forward. We feel like we're just in this lull and nothing is truly changing in our life. And the reality is that if you want change, you gotta move different. You've got to make the moves necessary to create the changes that you desire to have in your life. And so this podcast right here is going to be so supportive of that. If you need that little kick in the ass today, and you're like, I wanna go have a fucking great day. I wanna be productive as hell. I wanna get everything done that I say that I need to get done. This is the podcast for you. Go grab your tea, go grab your coffee, and start taking action as soon as this is over. Make the conscious decision right after this podcast is done that you're going to take one action that's going to align with your future self. Whether that's, I'm gonna go text and connect with that one person, or I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna work for a straight hour, or whatever. Make a fucking move after you hear this podcast, okay? You're going to want to do that after you hear everything that I have to say today. I think a lot of times we start feeling like it's Groundhog Day every single day. We start waking up, we're used to the same routines, we're used to going to the gym and then coming home and making breakfast, then getting ready and whatever. Or for you, if it's going to work and you go to work for your 8-hour shift and you just come home, you do the same thing every single day. You're just coming home, you're making your food and then you're going to sleep, or you're making your food, you're hanging out, you're watching Netflix, and then you're going to sleep. If you are in a routine and you are feeling stagnant, you are feeling like, oh man, every single day feels like Groundhog Day, I want you to make the conscious decision to start infusing your day with habits that support this next level version of yourself, because you are not going to get to that version of her by doing the same things that you're currently doing. You are going to have to take an action that's going to be different, whether that's you prioritizing your self-care routine so that you actually have energy to go after your dreams, whether that's you taking an hour out of your weekend to put towards your business, or at the end of the day so that you can actually focus and prioritize your mind, or whatever. You have to make the conscious decision to plan those things into your reality, or else you will continue to stay in that same place. And I want you guys to be in a different place 6 months from now. I want you guys to be in a completely different human experience in 12 months from now, because of the action that you're choosing to take today, because of the action that you're choosing to take this week of this year. You can make such big changes for your future by just spending 30 minutes taking aligned, inspired action. But you have to make the decision to actually make the time and space to do so, to not be repeating the exact same things every single day and choosing to move different. Whenever we get into these cycles of feeling like it's the Groundhog Day, feeling like every day is the same, your thought patterns actually become the same as well. And this is where you are not truly growing. If you are constantly doing the same thing every single day and your thought patterns are repeating every single day, which 90% of it, I'm pretty sure, is repeating every single day. Like all of the thoughts that you have during the day are typically the exact same thoughts that you had the day before, especially when your routines are looking the same on a daily basis. I'm a very routine oriented girl, but my routines make me feel amazing. And so then I show up amazing. I show up with energy. I show up with lots of vibrancy and radiance to give away to others because of the energy that I'm receiving from my daily routines. So you have to figure out what works best for you, and then that is going to make different moves. That's going to create different thought patterns in your brain every single day of, oh, you know what? I feel super grateful today. That right there, just that one thought of feeling super grateful on your way to the gym, or when you're sitting at home and you're cuddling with your girl on the couch, or whatever that you're doing, that is going to make such a big difference if you can start to feel into those feelings as frequently as possible. And when you are taking action and you know you have that that knowingness, that confidence, oh, I am moving the needle today, I am making a difference today, you are going to feel on fire. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel set up for success because you know you're doing the necessary actions to get to the next level. Sometimes it's actually that we need more boundaries in our lives. Sometimes when we're feeling stuck in that same rut, we are needing more boundaries. We're needing to maybe limit the time that we are spending around the people that we are around. Maybe it's you having different boundaries with the different vices that you have, whether that's like you love to drink, you love to smoke, you love to do whatever it is. Have boundaries with your vices. I think that this can be actually something that derails a lot of people's success, is they get stuck in this same routine with substances or habits that they know are not supportive of their growth. They know that, oh, when I do these specific things, I'm being super lazy, or I'm distracting myself from what I truly want, or whatever. You're doing these things that are not supportive of the next level of yourself. So you have to create those boundaries of, okay, when you get that urge to call that one person that always speaks negatively to you, stop calling that person. When you get the urge to, I don't know, go have a drink at the end of the day, but you know that's not supportive of your growth, you have to make the conscious decision to tell yourself no. You have to hold yourself accountable in those moments. Same with going to the gym. You have to hold yourself accountable to go to the gym because you know it's going to make you feel better. You have to be the person who picks yourself up every single time that you know you're not going down the right path, because you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the future version of yourself who actually has all the success. You deserve to be living a life full of great energy and great fulfillment and great vibes. But if you're not giving that to yourself right now, today, you're not holding yourself accountable to those action steps that are necessary to get to that next level, you're never going to get there, or you're going to delay the process massively by many, many, many years. And that's not what we need for you. We need you to be continuously moving forward. But again, you have to hold yourself accountable. When you think of this long-term vision that you have for your life, take a second right now while you're listening to this and think about your long-term vision. If you could have anything that you desire, if your career could look however that you dreamt of it, if your business could expand however that you desire it, whether that's, oh, I want to be going to Tulum and chilling on the beach, drinking a pina colada every single month because I can, or maybe it's you have a beautiful apartment in New York City and you're vibing amongst the skyline and you're feeling so good. Whatever that it is, your long-term vision, take a second to connect to that right now. Okay, now from that point, what does she do differently than what you are doing right now? What does her daily routines look like? What are the things that she would have more boundaries around? What are the things that she would not indulge in? What are the things that she would do differently? What are the thoughts going through her head? And I want you to connect to that vision as frequently as possible. Personally, I do this as frequently as I can. I do this on a daily basis, pretty much. In the morning, when I do my meditations, I'm connecting to that version of myself there. I also have multiple alarms that go off throughout the day that allow me to connect with that long-term vision for myself. The long-term vision that I have for me, if I'm just being so transparent and real with you, my long-term vision, which I feel so excited to even share with you guys because I just know so fully that this is like meant for me. My long-term vision is me flying first class with my entire family. I can see it so clearly. And getting off of a flight in Australia for my own speaking event. This is the long-term vision that I have for my life. And I have this for traveling the entire world. I want to go all around this world, speaking on stages, all around. And I'm so excited to make that a reality. But I will tell you that sometimes there are days where I'm not taking action that aligns with that long-term goal. And that is something that I've started to really collapse the timelines on. I'm like, okay, Saf, if that's what your big long-term goal is, let's start taking action. Let's start actually sending the emails that are necessary to be sent so you can start getting speaking engagements. Those are the actions that are actually going to move the needle forward. That is the alignment with my highest self. And I am making decisions now from her mindset rather than what my current reality is. And this is what makes such a difference in your reality. So when you can get super duper clear on what you desire long term, if you can have absolutely fucking anything, get clear on that and start aligning with that vision every single day. Asking yourself, how can I show up to honor that future version of myself? And I promise you, when you do that, you are going to be starting to make massive changes in your world. Now, all of those questions I just now asked you about this next level version of yourself, those are the kinds of questions that I am always getting so clear on within Tranquil Minds. And if you love conversations like that, if you love to continue to be moving forward and always feeling supported and knowing that like you're taking the necessary leaps towards your dreams and goals, you're clearing out the shit that doesn't belong to you, and you're actually making moves towards the long-term vision that you have, I want you to be in that community with us. You would freaking love it. You would thrive so much in that community of girls because all of those girls in that group are moving forward. They're moving the needle on a daily basis. And we're constantly having conversations that expand their consciousness to totally new levels. There's a link down below to join us. I'd love to have you with us right now. You really do have to start playing at a higher level. You have to start surrounding yourself with people who actually get it. People who are going to push you. And when you start to do this, you will notice, again, things start to change, but you cannot get the changes continuing to do what you're doing right now, continuing to surround yourself with the people who you're currently surrounding yourself with, continuing to have the same exact conversations with your friends that you've had the week before. That is not going to get you to the places that you truly want to go. It takes action. It takes alignment. It takes you getting in that energy on a daily basis. And when you do that, everything starts to shift. And if you're sitting here right now and you're like, okay, I know where I want to go, but I don't know what actions to take, that's perfectly fine. A lot of times we don't know the how. We don't know how to freaking get there. We sit there, we try to figure it out, and we just simply don't know. So if you're in that right now, I want you to actually take time, whenever is best for you, take time to simply sit with your journal, ask for guidance, ask your higher self. Legit, to connect to your higher self, all you have to do is ask, hey, higher self, what would you tell me to do in order to get to X, Y, and Z? It can be that simple. Or if you're more religious and you'd rather connect with God, with Jesus, whatever that you truly believe in, I want you to take time to connect to source in whatever way is best for you. Ask for the guidance, and you will either get it right then and there. You may get it during your dream. You may get it the next day. You may just get this ping of inspiration where you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do that. And that's when you do it. You will get the guidance that you were asking for. So be patient. Lessen the distractions, stop having things playing 24/7, and just actually take time to connect, and you will get the necessary guidance to move forward with complete confidence. Yes, it may scare you a little. Yes, you may have some limiting beliefs come up, but you will be taking freaking amazing action. What I will say is that you will not get that guidance by sitting there scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram. You're not gonna get the guidance that you are looking for when you are distracting yourself. So take time to connect, ask for that guidance, and you will get it. Something that I notice a lot of people doing is that when we are wanting to see more results in our business, we're wanting to take massive leaps and quantum jump in our income streams or in our clientele or whatever. If you are currently in that right now, I want you to ask yourself, are you working in your business or are you working on your business? There is a huge difference between the two of those. When you are working in your business, you're with your clients all the time. Your time and space and energy is being taken up one-to-one with people, or you're keeping in contact, you're maintaining the clientele that you currently have. Now, if you're working on your business, that means that you are actually taking actions for the future of your business. You are making the time necessary to take those leaps and bounds to actually see the success that you desire. Whether that's you taking time to study, whether that's you taking time to create content that's calling out your ideal clients, you are working on the expansion of your business rather than working in your business. And once you start to do this, all of my clients, once they've started to actually make this time for themselves and for their business, they start to notice huge results. We literally start moving mountains together. Within a 6-month timeline, they are seeing results that they've never seen before because they are taking action every single week, one-to-one, with me, holding their hand every step of the way. And this is the most transformational experience that you can go through because you're actually holding space with someone who has done what you are wanting to do. You are holding space with somebody who has actually built $1 million business. And that is where the results actually start coming through because you're taking inspired action every single week that's moving the needle internally and externally. That is like the magic sauce. And that's what all of my clients get from me when they work with me one-on-one, and I freaking love it. By the way, I do have one spot open right now. If you are wanting to work with me one-to-one for private mentorship, I will help you in your business and I will take you to the next level together for the next 6 months. Every single week, we will be taking action towards your long-term goals. Every single week, we're going to be making a change in your reality. All you have to do is message the word elevate on Instagram and I will send you over the link. You can apply, get on a call with me, and we will see if we're a good fit. I know for me personally, sometimes I just need that extra guidance. Sometimes I just need someone to literally hold my hand. Sometimes I need a friend to just text me and say, hey, are you working on this? Have someone else hold you accountable if you know that you can't hold yourself accountable fully right now. I would absolutely encourage you to be that person for yourself. But in the beginning, if you need someone to just be there, giving you a little kick in the butt, listen to podcasts, text your girls, do what you need to make sure that you are actually going to be holding yourself accountable and moving forward. I also want you to be super duper conscious of what you are consuming during this time. So often we get in this rhythm of taking in so much. We're consuming so much, whether that's through social media, through podcasts, through masterclasses, all kinds of things. We're taking in so much information, yet we are not putting it into action. We're just getting hyped up. We feel excited while we're listening to whatever we're listening to, and then we don't actually take action from that place. And that's where I want you to start literally rewiring yourself to, okay, every single time that I get that boost of motivation, I'm gonna go actually put that into action and go create the results that I've been wanting for myself. If you're just lacking the energy to actually take action towards your goals, I want you to get ultra clear on your sleep patterns, your sleep behaviors. Are you listening to things before you go to sleep? Are you watching TV before you go to sleep? Are you getting a full 8 hours? Are you waking up during your first alarm or your 5th alarm? Get clear on how you're taking care of yourself with your sleep. Then I want you to ask yourself, how are you taking care of yourself with your food intake? Are you eating whole foods? Are you eating like shit every single day? Are you constantly having fast food? Are you eating foods that are so hard for your body to digest, so then you're not having energy to actually take action after you eat your lunch? Those little things make such a big difference. Are you getting enough water? Are you drinking too much coffee? Are you constantly wanting caffeine in your system to go be able to take action on a daily basis? How can you start to take care of yourself in a way that is so intentional on a daily basis where you feel your absolute best? You're constantly taking action. You're filling up your brain with just things that are going to support you. How are you taking care of yourself? And really try to break this down and get clear and start taking action from a different place. Make the necessary changes in your day-to-day life that's going to actually move that needle forward. You're going to thank yourself. I'm telling you, after 6 months of doing this, you are going to feel like a whole different person because you're finally living a life that is way more intentional than you've ever lived before. And you're going to start to notice the difference in your life. You're going to start to notice how many things are changing, how many amazing relationships come to you effortlessly, how much your income continues to rise effortlessly, how much clients just flock to you with ease. You're going to notice so many things falling into your life when you are in alignment. That is why I named this podcast Secrets to Alignment, because when you are in alignment, everything else starts to flourish. These are the secrets to get into alignment right here. I'm giving them to you right now. Remember that nothing changes if nothing changes. Go get after it, take action, and I will talk to you next Monday.